Hello everybody and welcome back to Seagulls Flying High with me, Seagulls Tom. We have got the Brighton shirt with us and I've got my Brighton jacket on today just to show the support to the lads. So we said we come back just for the Man United game and the Liverpool game. We've got them two coming up. We've had a mixed August. We didn't win all the games like I said we would, but we picked up some good points and we are currently sitting in 10th in the league, but we've got a game in hand. So if we win today, we can push ourselves up to third potentially, depending if our results go our way. So how's August gone then? So we left you with the 1-0 demolition of Southampton. We then went to Burnley and got absolutely schooled by Dwight McNeil. He scored the perfect hat trick, one with his left, one with his right, and then one with his noggin as well. But Neil Maupay managed to grab one back, but we were well beaten and definitely deserved to lose that one. We then went into the Carabao Cup against Southampton. We played a second string side, as you can see the likes of Alex Cochrane was starting, Christian Walton in goal. Ben White's first game back from injury. And we lost 2-1. They did play at full side. Actually, Danny scored in the 10th minute. Alex Cochrane did equalise in the 29th, but Carl Walker-Peters managed to win it for the Saints late on. Well, not that late, on the 50th minute. So then we went to the last game. We beat Fulham 1-0 at home. Very good result. Wendell getting his first goal for the club. You can't really complain too much. And I think Tarek Lamptey picking up man of the match as well. Got the assist for that one. So really, really solid result from him. And in terms of performances, I think Tarek Lamptey's doing very well. If we go to the tactics, this is the side we're going to be facing up against Man United because David Probst picked up an injury. Dale Stevens. I did try to sell him, but I've now got to agree not to sell him. Tanya's got into the first team as well. He's got that one goal, obviously, and he partnering Neil Maupay quite well. So he definitely needs to carry on and try and build that relationship. And yeah, Wendell's not had the greatest start to his career, 6.72. I mean, it's average, maybe slightly above. It's not something I'd worry about just yet, but if he can keep going on, then that's what we want. But Tarek Lamptey is really the star of this side. Obviously, as I said, he had his current ability increased to a championship level, but he's just solid, absolutely brilliant. He's got 2 assists already in 4 games in the Premier League, so you can't really complain that from wing back. The one problem with this formation and this tactic, we aren't scoring a lot of goals, so I moved it to positive for the Fulham game and we were a bit more clinical. Well, we only scored the one, but we were a bit more threatening. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of goals, and defensively we're losing out in these wide areas. So what I will do for against Man United and Liverpool, we are going to go a bit more cautious, just to try and sit back and then hit them on the break. With the pace of Maupay, Lamptey, Bissouma as well has got that energy in the midfield, and hopefully Lallana can be a bit creative in the middle. This is the side we're going with. Ben White's going to come in. He's someone I want to start moving forward. I want that sort of English core to the side. And Ben White, Lewis Duncan, and Webster, completely solid defensively. And hopefully, if they perform well, back through for England in the Euro 2021. But yes, this is a side. Hopefully, Maupay can grab a couple of goals and just check that, not miss anyone out. Ryan Brewster got himself injured, so he didn't have to play in the cup. But yeah, that's good. So let's get cracking. Any decent results? No, just standard stuff really. So let's get going. Yeah, let's submit the team, and we are good to go. See, as I say, it's going to be a difficult one, these 2 games. I don't expect much from it. If we manage to get a point, I'll be happy. If we manage to get a win, I'll be ecstatic. I actually forgot to go over to the United side. They are playing a 4-2-3-1, quite strong. They've got Pogba playing, Fernandes, Rashford, Martial are really dangerous. Wan-Bissaka's going to be decent at right back. Bradley Williams at left back could be a bit of a weak link, so if Lamptey can get at him, that'd be good. He's not quite good as Shaw, I don't think, on this game, but he's still decent player. So hopefully we can take advantage. And Dan James, I'm not too worried about. I think Wendell should have the beating of him. That's before they probably win. I'm just going to pause it here just as we come up to half time. We're doing quite well. I mean, we've not really had any chances, but they're going to be few and far between. So I think we just need to sort of keep going at it. But we've had quite a lot of the ball. What I do want to do is have a look at this analysis tab. So if we go up and have a look at this and see what this is saying, basically. So we are very, very deep, as we would be. Lallana's not really been able to get forward, but Tanya's not really had any effect on the game. But we are maybe, I think, the thing with short passing, because we are so deep and everyone is so close together, we may be able to do something with it, especially in this midfield. If we can shorten the passing and stay close together, it's less damage. So if everyone was spread out, you wouldn't really want to do any short passing, I don't think, anyway, because the passes aren't short. So I think if we do make that change, it could be quite a good one. I think if these are all our passes, we've made quite a lot anyway. Anything else that Billy Reid wants me to do? Yeah, always press Bruno Fernandes, a very, very good player. And he thinks that we should play short passing, but that was in the 9th minute. So this is the most update to one at the top. But yeah, I agree that we should. And Wendell, he's off the tackles. We don't want him getting sent off. Cool. Let's go back to the pitch and carry on. Paul Pogba here with a big chance for a free kick, but no, it's blocked by the wall. Bruno Fernandes collects it. Can Lamptey get this ball? If he can, no, plays it back into Pogba. It's nice pressure. He's had to go all the way back to De Gea, and if we can just get out there, make it slightly easier for us. Now it's Brandon Williams with the throw, not Bradley. Brandon plays it into Pogba. I think he's got that out to Rashford, who tries to take on his man, but Brandon Williams with it. Puts it into Dan James. Imagine how awkward that would have been. Here we are, half time. Not had a shot, but have more of the ball. And the problem with these possession statistics is you can have the ball, but we're not creating anything with it. But to be honest, they've not created too much. Matty Ryan hasn't been tested ridiculously loads, so it's been quite a decent half. Ben White is losing quite a lot of his possession, so maybe we need to tell him to just be a bit more conservative with the ball. So let's have a look here. Take more risks. That's just to do with being a ball playing centre back. So let me put him on just a normal centre back, and hopefully he's going to take less risks. But we'll see how that goes. So let's just have a look at this team talk. Where's team talk? Here we go. I think they've done well. If we can try and create a little bit more, I'm happy so far. They are happy. That's good. What I might try to do is go a touch more attacking. And if we bring Lallana into this role and have him as our advanced playmaker, no, we'll have him as attacking midfielder because we don't want to. I never really like having two advanced playmakers, not two playmakers in the same side. I just feel like who's going to take charge of the game, really. So we can have Lallana there and hopefully have a bit more of an outball to him. And in this set, we might bring Basuma to a ball-winning midfielder just to give that a bit more strength in the midfield. Basuma, he can't really tackle at an elite level. So it's something we might have missed out having that player because there's no one else in the squad that really can, apart from maybe Dale Stephens. But at an elite level, no. So I think going into January, that's something we may have to look at. We've got a bit of money, but that's something I think I definitely missed out on in the transfer window. But we can make do. He's perfectly capable of doing it. And yeah, let's just get cracking. Okay, so here we are with the first chance in the second half, about 12 minutes in, from the throw in Wan-Bissaka. Tries to take it in field to Fred. Yes. We've got quite a decent block in at the back, with defending quite narrow. As I say that, Rashford has a shot, but decent save from Ryan. But I'm just going to pause it here, and we're just going to go to the analysis again. Just I think it's quite important to look at. We are defending really narrow. Like you've got the two channels on either side that we're not really looking to get into. I don't know whether I want to try and break out a little bit more. So now we've got the Basuma holding a little bit more. We can try and break out and go a bit wider because they're also playing quite narrow. Let's have a look if that's something that we can do. And if it's something that will help. So we're already trying wider. Let's go a bit wider. And I say try and push on the wing backs a little bit more. Let's go wing back attack for Wendell. And hopefully that can create us a few more chances. So they've had the corner here. It's cleared out. Wan-Bissaka, Wendell clears it nicely. Can Patania get on that? No, he can't. Lindelof plays it back. De Gea. Pogba brings it forward. Plays a good ball in. Wan-Bissaka. It's a good goal from him. A very, very good goal. Okay, I'm just going to pause it on the 70th minute, there or thereabouts. When we go to attacks, we're going to make some changes. Alexis McAllister is going to come on instead of Adam Lallana. Some fresh legs in that role. And just hopefully he can have a bit of creativity, and Dale Stephens is going to come in for Steven Alzate. And then they're going to swap around. Dale Stephens is going to be a ball winning player. I assume we can hopefully be a bit more creative. But fingers crossed, I may look at bringing Aaron Connolly on at the 80th minute instead of Patania, just so we can press a little bit more. But let's keep going. Okay, Andreas Pereira here with Harry Maguire gets on the end of it. He heard my comment earlier about Adam Webster, and he's held me to the sword, unfortunately. Lindelof here with a deep free kick in his own half to Wan-Bissaka. Plays inside. Is he going to beat Wendell here? I think he is. He is. And he plays that ball in. Dan James with the goal. It was always going to happen. Time this season, we've conceded 3 defensively. We're looking a little bit suspect, so Joel Veltman may come back in for one of the defenders, maybe Ben White. But I think Joel Veltman has to come in. He's got that experience from Ajax, and hopefully he can do. But that's Man United. We are against Liverpool next, and so take us to that game. And here we go, as quick as that. Here we come up against top of the league. Liverpool, we just played second in the league, Manchester United. So I have picked the 2 hardest games so far to show you, but you never know, we could have grabbed a win. So in terms of the side here, I've not changed anything just yet. I thought we'll wait and go through it together. So I think sort of Ben White didn't have the greatest game last time, I don't think, so we are going to bring Joel Veltman in just for a bit more steam, just pay him as sort of a normal centre back. He's rated slightly higher in the game, but long term it will be Ben White, but I don't want to expose him too much too early because he is quite young. The rest of the side is going to be the same. I am going to bring Adam Lallana forward a bit. He is against his old side in Liverpool. You never know, he may be feeling really, really up for it and be really creative that little bit further forward. And to combat that, I am going to bring him off a deep line playmaker, and we're just going to play a central midfielder. Defend with Alzate. No, we're not. Let's have a look at his stats. For central midfielder defend, you can't tackle either. So instead of Alzate, we are going to bring Dale Stephens into the fray and play him as that central midfielder defend. He's just that little bit better defensively. He can tackle. He's got work rate, good teamwork. So hopefully he'll be a bit better. That means Lallana can be our nice little playmaker in that hole. Other than that, that's going to be a side that comes through. Everyone seems fit. Everyone's up for it. A couple of players are in decent sort of form. And let's get cracking. Let's submit this team and get going. And now here is the Liverpool side that we're facing in that 4-2-3-1 that was so effective against us when we played United. They have just signed Edouard in the window just gone. I did try and get him, but they wanted £30 million for him. And I was never going to be able to afford it. If I had the money, I definitely would have. But in the midfield is Thiago and Jordan Henderson. Thiago, what an incredible player. He's going to do really well in real life, and he's probably going to destroy me here. But they're sharing these goals about, aren't they? So they've all got a load of goals in between them. Edouard here. And we're off. Liverpool have come to the Amex for a drubbing. Either way, I don't know yet. Please prove it's gone to VAR. It's a penalty. What? We did not need that less than a minute in. Talk about hard luck. A minute in, and we were already 1 down due to a penalty. That was apparently harsh. We shall see. Robertson with the throw. Gets that into Salah. Big save, Matty Ryan. Come on, keep us in this. Robertson again with the throw into Firmino. Robertson into Mane. Big block there from Joel, I think. Alexander-Arnold out. Don't give away another free kick. Mane, goal. 22 minutes in, and we're 2-0 down. We go into the half, having 2 shots, none on target. Again, controlling the possession, but it's not doing anything with it. Let's try and figure out how we can change that in this second half. Let's go to the tactics. We're going to try and be a little bit more positive, I think. Try and look to do something with the ball. Maybe try and not distribute to centre backs. Distribute to playmaker. See if Lallana can get that high up the pitch. What's happened here then? I pressed the button. Then play out of defence. I still want to look to play out defence. I think that's where we're strongest. Maybe just play a bit more direct at a bit of a higher tempo. Try and catch them on the break. We're trying to counter. We're trying to do it slowly. There's no point. So people try and counter and get it to Adam Lallana, and he can play on from there. That's sort of how I think we're going to have to look to do it. And out of possession, maybe drop a little bit deeper. To stop those long balls going behind us and having to sort of turn and try and trace Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. It's just not going to happen any day of the week. But let's see how they work. Let's tell the boys we're not happy. Show us something else. They look fired up. Hopefully they are fired up. Let's go. But we have our own corner here with Dale Stephens. Can he whip this in? No. Joel Veltman. What can he do with it other than lose it? Plays it to Lewis Dunk. It's not who you want. Central defenders on that wide right berth. Well played from Terry Lamptey. With Adam Lallana to Joel Veltman. Play that crossfield. This is beautiful play. Wendell has it on the left. Can he whip that ball in? Beats his man. Oh, it would have been some goal. From the free kick, from the corner, Wendell wins it. Webster plays it back to Matty Ryan. Under some pressure, plays a great ball out to Wendell. We're looking a lot more dangerous in this second half. Lallana with it, to Adam Webster. Back to Wendell. Can he beat Alexander-Arnold? No, but he plays it into Pentania. To Dale Stephens. Passes it straight to Trent. He plays a great ball over. Firmino wins that. What has happened there? What has happened? That's a nightmare. That's a disaster. What has happened there? Now let's get this in. So we can watch this half. Let's have another look at that because that is dreadful. Mo Salah plays an ambitious ball over. Thinking it, Adam Webster's got it. He's left it. Matthew Ryan's got it. No, neither of them have it. What can we do? So we're going to make a change. McAllister's going to come on for Lallana. He's not done enough. Tanya's not got enough threat. Pressing forward on attack. We have 2 pressing forwards just hounding them, hopefully. And hopefully that works, but it's probably not going to. And I might bring Bernardo on for Wendell. He's not had a good start to the game. By start, I mean the whole game. So here we are in the 77th minute. We're going to make some changes. We're not going to get back into this game, but let's look at what we can do. Let's take Bernardo off. If I bring him on for Wendell, stop the fans moaning at me for not taking him off as they normally do. Bernardo may be able to give us a bit more energy on that right-hand side, left-hand side. The Liverpool's right. We're losing so much here, I've just sort of lost the plot. Here we go, let's go. Click play. Then we can lose. There it is, all over. 2 games, 2-3-0 losses, 6 goals conceded, probably a total of 3 shots on target in both games, but it is what it is. So we move on to the winnable games next. Let's see what games we can show next. Let's look at our next few games and hopefully there's more positive signs. So our next 3 games definitely winnable. So you got West Ham just after Newcastle, and then you got West Brom, and then you've got a really tough 3 games: City, Spurs, and Everton. Even though I don't think Everton are actually doing that well so far this season, down in 19th, so that could be a winnable game. But hopefully we can get 6 points, 7 points from these next 3 games to really push us up. Let's have a look where we are in the league. Down in 15th, which is where we'll probably hopefully end up at the end of the season. We've got a lot of football left to play. We've only played 6 games. There's another 32 left to go. It's been an okay start. The 2 sides that we've played recently we never expected to beat, so it's okay. We didn't take too much of a drubbing, but hopefully we can beat Newcastle, West Ham, West Brom. They're all teams around us that we need to be beating. But hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I shall see you again next time. Hopefully for this first week we can do an episode a day, and fingers crossed we can come back and we'll win. So the next game I'll probably show is maybe Everton, and I might show Everton and Sheffield United. There's no point showing these 2 games because we're going to get smashed. But if Everton still keep going as bad as they are, all is good. But yeah, thank you very much, and I shall see you next time.